Welcome Guardians and gamers alike, this is another video from Roll-On81PR of Attack Incorporated. Today I will be reviewing the legendary fusion rifle Susanoo that you can gain from completing a Back in the Saddle quest from the Gunsmith. In the first tier, Smart Drift Control gives you the most stability, reduces the range a pretty good amount, and brings down the impact a tiny bit. Field Choke will give you the most out of the range and impact while reducing the stability to its base stat. Linear Compensator will give you a slight boost in stability as it says, but the range pretty much stays the same as does the impact. The first perk on this weapon is Hot Swap. It gives you bonus accuracy after you switch to the weapon from your primary. This lasts about 5 seconds, but it doesn't really do much in the heat of battle. Here in the second tier, Speed Reload is the first part that you unlock. It doesn't really give you crazy amounts of extra reload speed because the reload speed itself is already pretty high for a fusion rifle. Next comes Injection Mold, which increases the stability, gives you faster handling, but reduces the range. And last but not least, the one I use is Braced Frame. Using this part of the second tier, you get increased stability, a slight reduction in reload speed, and a loss of 1 round to the magazine, bringing you down to 4 shots instead of having 5. By far my favorite part of this weapon, which makes it so unique, is the second perk, Elemental Transfusion. Causing damage with the subclass abilities will transfuse that damage type to the weapon for a period of time. Because all Guardians have all 3 burns as subclasses, you can use this weapon with all 3 burns, a wonderful symbiotic relationship between weapon and Guardian. When I first earned the weapon, it was a solar burn, as shown by the glowing orange portion. But as soon as my Void Grenade hits the enemies, then it turns into a Void Fusion Rifle, and I am able to take down enemies from a close to medium range. As soon as I switch to my Arc and hit enemies with that Arc Grenade, it turns into an Arc Fusion Rifle, tearing through them like they're butter. And, oh, there's an engram. Get out of my way. As you can see, 2 enemies down, 1 shot. Gotta love it. Now, moving on to a little bit of PvE, you can see that the fusion rifle tears through enemies like it's nobody's business. Yes, I am only using the solar portion of the fusion rifle now, but if I were to go into a Nightfall that has many different shield types, I would probably try to switch over to Arc, Void, or Solar depending on the situation. That would also require me switching my subclass consistently, something that may not be very preferable to Guardians, but if you need it, then you might as well do it. The only real negative I have on this fusion rifle is the magazine size. You only have 4 to 5 shots, which isn't really that much, and if an enemy hops down like this, but is of a higher tier, like in a Nightfall or in a raid, it might take you down pretty quick as you are reloading, so just watch out for that. When it comes to PvP, mid-range is still pretty good, as is with most fusion rifles. Close range, it's always better. And the long range, it does help if you have a couple guys shooting at the other guy for you. But, as far as this Warlock exclusive fusion rifle goes, it does have some worth in the Crucible. When you change up the stats a little bit and you have the Brace Frame along with Linear Compensator or Field Choke, this weapon does become a true beast. And I did not mention this in the beginning of the video, but it is a Warlock exclusive bounty. I have yet to test it out on any of my other characters, but I will let you guys know in the description whether it just works on any of my other Guardians. But as far as the rating goes, I'm going to give it a nice 8 out of 10. I give it an 8 because it's a great fusion rifle stat-wise, but the magazine does bring it down just a little bit. It's a solid fusion rifle for both PvE and PvP, but just make sure you have some gauntlets to up the reload speed so you can make the most out of all 4. Thanks for watching the video. Please like and subscribe to our channel, and once again, this is Roll-On81PR signing off. Good luck, Guardians.